Well, happy May, folks. It's in the middle of spring now, and if you could see behind me, it's a little bit cloudy. We're expecting some rain this weekend, hoping for some rain this weekend. This month, really, a lot's going to be determined by the drought and by the amount of rain we get. We're still in a Class 2 drought. If anything, it's gotten worse since my last video about a month ago. I've had minimal rainfall in April. 1 or 2 small storms is about all that anyone really received. We're about 24 to 26 inches below where we should be this time of the year over the last, I think, 9 months is where the deficit came from. And our water restrictions are still, we can only water 1 day a week. So on a maintenance level, we're going to be mowing and edging and trimming the hedges as needed, doing detail, keeping the weeds at bay, and making sure the landscape looks as good as possible given the drought restrictions. Now the turf is going to be stressed, and we will stay off of the turf if it's not growing, or if some areas have more stress than others. We try and minimize impact or unnecessary additional stress. So if something doesn't need to be mowed, we're not going to mow it. It's not doing anything, putting tire lines through the grass. Irrigation wise, obviously we are trying to get the most out of our one run time as we can. On every property that it makes sense, we're doing cycle and soak, and to be honest, we're having a pretty good luck with that. Right here on this property, we're doing cycle and soak, and for the most part, we're not getting much turf death. We got a few brown areas that might have trouble coming back. Most of those are ones that were first damaged from the freeze and now, are just not responding and maybe getting a little bit bigger. But we're holding our own. It's not green and it's not growing like we'd like it to be in May, but I think the cycle and soak is definitely helping be as efficient as possible with the limited amount of water that we have. And then every bit of rain that we get, we're thankful for. I think we should get some coverage or some rain everywhere in our area this coming weekend, and the 10-day looks like it has bigger percentages than I'm used to seeing in the first 2 weeks of May. 45% in about a week, and another 35 and another 50. So nothing's guaranteed with the weather in Florida, but hopefully the wet season comes earlier. Usually that's somewhere around June 1st is when the wet season starts. Some years as late as July 4th, but typically right around, I'd say, May 20th to June 1st. So just keep on hoping for a rainstorm every week or 10 days, and with the 1 day of rain, it'll minimize impact. And the irrigation guys, like I said, are out there making sure that we're finding and taking care of any zones that aren't working, or wiring problems or valve problems, so that we can get things back up as soon as possible and minimize lost water. We really can't afford to miss any waters when you only have one a week. Agronomically, this month we do nutrients wall to wall, the liquid nutrients. With the rain forecast, we will be putting some nitrogen and some iron in there to help green up the grass. Again, we're not trying to get it to grow. We'll let kind of Mother Nature and the water dictate how much it's growing, but we will try and green it up a little bit since there is some hope for rain in the forecast. We will also be doing a wall-to-wall treatment of Arena, which is a systemic pesticide which helps us minimize chinch bug damage, and it's been really effective in keeping our chinch bug damage at bay, which is going to be even more important than normal with the drought stressed turf. Typically this time of the year, the chinch bugs are keying in on that drought stressed turf in a normal year when we can irrigate twice a week. And this year it's just going to be even that much more helpful and important for us to get that down. We'll still get chinch bugs. It's not the silver bullet, but it definitely minimizes it. As the techs are applying that, they will be looking for active chinch, and then they'll actually spray a separate knockdown product, because the Arena does take a week or two. Really depends on rain and growth to get up into the grass and be poisonous to the little buggers. Enhancement wise, we just did most of our flowers last month, so we'll just be making sure that they're looking good. Our agronomics team will also fertilize them whenever they're on a property with flowers. They give them a liquid fertilization to help them look good. Next round, typically we'll either do right before or right after 4th of July. I will probably set it up for right before 4th of July again. The spring round's definitely the shortest round with the heat and then the storm. We don't get as many months as we do out of the summer and the winter round.